The famous Jefferson and Hamilton beef in the George Washington administration was fueled by the differences in their ENTJ and INTJ functions. Alexander Hamilton believed in concentrating power in the federal government, while Thomas Jefferson believed in decentralization. That is precisely what happens when the commander meets the architect. Here are 5 differences between ENTJ and INTJ. Number 5. Interests and goals. First, ENTJs are open to different interests. They tend to be passionate about all their hobbies and interests. INTJs prefer focusing on one thing alone. They can sometimes focus on only one hobby until they perfect it and never try it again, because they are moving on to focus on another hobby. They could shy away from experiences for fear of failing or not enjoying it. Meanwhile, both commander and architect are future-oriented. Yet ENTJ personality types are bigger picture planners. They are focused and diligent in planning their goals, except they can miss some details. INTJs are perfectionists who spend a lot of time planning, and they plan with all the details in mind. To improve, INTJs need to let loose a little, and ENTJs could be more detail-oriented. The details and interests and goals could cause friction when they are in a romantic relationship. ENTJs are bold in relationships, and INTJs hold back their emotions. We will present more on that later. Number 4. Adaptability and conflict resolution. Additionally, both personality types prefer to stick to what they are used to. When changes occur, it could get uncomfortable for them. When you study the ENTJ strengths and weaknesses, you realize that they might jump into strategy mode once they are faced with adapting to change. They consider their plans being threatened, and they get right into fixing it. INTJ characters might handle change poor. They are not excellent at jumping to a new project. Moreover, the pair are not in harmony when handling conflict. ENTJs are confident when tackling conflict. They are willing to learn and grow from their experiences. In addition, they tend to shrug off an overly emotional conflict. In contrast, INTJs are methodical and thoughtful around conflict. They never shut anyone out for being too emotional, and their friendships get better when they solve their issues. However, they might fail to be direct. To illustrate, Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President of the U.S. and founding father of the United States, was an INTJ. Alexander Hamilton, a founding father of the U.S. and ENTJ, never trusted him despite their close working relationship. Alexander Hamilton saw Thomas Jefferson as a sneaky hypocrite with wild ambition that he masked behind being a behind-the-scenes figure. Indeed, Jefferson became president later, and Hamilton didn't, so maybe he was correct. That could be the best way we can show you a historical ENTJ versus INTJ relationship conflict. Please subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, we cannot continue bringing you these informative videos on MBTI personality types anymore. Just kidding, we will keep bringing them to you. But please subscribe to avoid missing out. Number 3. Romantic relationships. The couple shares the same interest in finding a connection with the right person. When they find someone they are attracted to, their charm and charisma become apparent. ENTJ traits include being the leader in the relationship and showing their love boldly. On the other hand, INTJs are reserved when in a romantic relationship. They hold back their feelings when they fall for someone. Yet, they are the honest ones in relationships. INTJs might struggle with finding the right romantic gestures since they are so afraid to expose their full emotions. This reserved emotion style could creep into friendships too. INTJs can be uninterested in large friendship groups, while ENTJs seek those networks. The differences in their social life will be presented shortly. Number 2. Leadership and workplace relations. In the workplace, ENTJs assume leadership roles. They like to guide a team and be a standout. If they are not the leader, they get into trouble for going out of their way to assert themselves. In comparison, INTJs are not forefront players. They enjoy being alone when they work and tend to be offended when people are not working with the same individualistic passion as them. As Yoda once said, "Do or do not. There is no try." Nonetheless, INTJs can be the best leaders with the right team. Due to their diligence and thoughtfulness, they could keep a team together under the right circumstances. However, please do not hold your breath because they might never step up. ENTJs who slow down their controlling instincts a bit are the best bosses. Do you prefer an ENTJ or INTJ as your boss at work? Please let us know in the comments. Number 1. Social lives. Earlier, we discussed the two personalities approaches to things around them, like conflicts and change. Here, we are narrowing it down to choosing friendships and maintaining them. ENTJs are easy to befriend. Since they know the value of a network of friends, they can experience new people and exciting perspectives. It helps that they are naturally outgoing and charming. On the other hand, the INTJ personality type does not value a huge circle. They are comfortable connecting with their small circle. To be honest, they believe that they can achieve everything they set their minds to and so do not need people to climb to the top. They are quick to demand their space and like to remain indoors. Even when they find someone intriguing, they may never be the first to make a move to become friends. The saying goes, "People interest me, conversations don't." All INTJs can relate to this saying. Now, we know what happens when the architect meets their extroverted opposite. How about when they meet another introverted function, like the ISTP? Watch the next video called "What Happens When the Crafter Meets the Architect?" ISTP versus INTJ now.